Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Jimmy Codger Racing. We're here again. Round 8, would you believe, of 10. I thought I upped it to 10 and thought, oh, yeah, that'll last a while. But it's flying by. I'll just make an apology in advance and I've loads of cough sweets. I'm not sure exactly how long my voice is going to last for tonight. Been suffering with a bit of a cold, a bit of a bloody dodgy cough as well. So, yeah, I'll make my apologies in advance. But welcome along, everybody. Hope you enjoy what you're going to see tonight. If last week was anything to go by, yeah, we're in for another belter. This is a track we haven't used. We're at St. Croix B. Yes, I know, before I get corrected on how you say it. But we're there tonight. Normal, B layout, normal and reverse. Reverse for the feature, which is the standard procedure we normally do if there's a reverse layout. But what you're looking at on the screen at the moment is the Driver of the Day award and the Overtake of the Week award that's run every week. The Driver of the Day vote is done by the admin team, and the Overtake of the Week award goes to the viewers, and it's run on Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. So it goes on likes, comments, and basically all the votes are in, and we had to give the Driver of the Day a vote to Maximum for last week. What a display he put on his debut performance. He gave Danny C, he was hassling him all race. Absolutely putting him under pressure. He won the sprint race. He qualified second, won the sprint race, and came second in the feature. So, all in all, what an absolute brilliant performance. So, yeah, it was a very deserving award for Max. Welcome along again. This is he's in again tonight. He's taking over the seat of the Peugeot. So I'm sure Danny's nerves are jangling again, ready for a repeat performance. And the Overtake of the Week award goes to Skins for what can only be described as an outrageous move. This was at Trial Mountain into T1, into the fast sweeping right and left-handers, and he caught Audio Muted napping and just swept it round the inside, round the outside, got it done, clean as you like. And Audio Muted's had this award twice, so I'm sure he appreciated that. But all the write-ups, go and check them out on Instagram. And yeah, to show your appreciation, also on Facebook, we're on there. So we're just waiting for just let them know the lobby is actually open now. So let me just get a quick message in Discord. They should be aware. It's starting to fill up now. So I'll just that's the Drive of the Day and Overtake of the Week awards covered. So we'll just cut live to the track now and just see the rim. I'm just going to get these cars on track. Let's get... as we watch them practice for the first time. And speak of the devil, is Skins. So this was my proving ground very early on in GT Sport days with my good friend Ali. We spent many nights on here just running 5-lap races just straight after each other. And yeah, because I was, believe it or not, I was even slower than I am now. So yeah, I really got to love this track. It's got everything. It's got the tight corners, it's got chicanes, it's got fast sweeping bends, it's got a honking straight. So we should see some brilliant racing tonight. I'm expecting a lot of slipstream to be brought into play down the straight as we see. Well, stay on board with Skins at the moment. He's just approaching the final corner. So yeah, we've got obviously the start finish straight, but the penalty line is in a bit of an awkward place here because you're just picking up the speed to come on to the next lap, and it's slap bang in the middle of that back straight. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain because you can lose quite a lot of time with that. So we'll just go to Danny C. Welcome along, Danny C. This is the current leader of the championship at the moment by 33 points. So it's not over yet, but we'll keep. I've got my good friend Adam, who's going to be watching along, my trusty companion with the calculator. So we will provide an update as and when it happens. I'll get an update in the YouTube chat, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. So yeah, Danny C has, he's come out all guns blazing for every round, and he's just got his head down, done what he needs to do, and yeah, he's been on fire for most of the rounds, to be honest. So we'll quickly go down the grid to good friend Tyler here from the United States. Known Tyler for quite some time now, nearly, must be going on 6 years. He's running Rob Collard's BMW 320, the Airwaves sponsored BMW. He's the sister car to Butler, who we'll get to next. Yeah, he's been in every season as Tyler. Just loves taking part. Has got a flash of the lights from Tyler there. So go well out there tonight, Tyler. And then we'll quickly get to Butler. This is the Toka livery from Colin Turkington back in the day, the eBay sponsored 1 Series. Just want to reiterate, I've made all these liveries. Took me, I don't know, about 2 or 3 hours per livery. So what we do, for those of you tuning in for the first time, is we choose one car, because obviously all the cars from the back in that era aren't in the game. So what I do, we choose one car and then recreate all the liveries and put them on that. So yeah, Butler's he's not had the best of seasons, and I'm sure he'd be the first to admit that. He's normally right at the front and the one to watch, but he's still doing all right. But he's got his good friend Audio Muted behind him. He's in Rob Huff's Seat from back in the day, another famous livery, and most of you will probably remember this for when Jason Plato run this car and had a ding-dong battle with Matt Neal. So yeah, it's one of the all-time favourite liveries. We had to have this one in. So Audio Meet is another fast pair of hands. So yeah, as we said before, he's won the overtake of the week, so that he needs no introduction. So we'll quickly go to Drewbit, who's running Paul Radishic's Mondeo, the Valvoline sponsored Mondeo. Another one of my favourite liveries. I keep saying this, but I can't pick one out. I mean, I enjoyed doing them so much, and I've known Drew many, many years. He's been in the community virtually from day one. Another quick pair of hands, and he loves the wet, but he's from Scotland, so that sort of figures. So he'd be a bit out of his depth tonight on a dry track. I'm sure he'd be laughing at that. And then we come to Line Bus, who's running Keith O'Dore's Nissan Primera, the Castrol sponsored Primera from the lovely Keith O'Dore, who sadly, as far as I'm aware, was the only fatality in the crash, and it wasn't actually in the touring cars, it was in the World Touring cars. So we had to have this on the grid. Such a nice guy, and yeah, we had to have the Nissan on the grid, and number 23. So yeah, Line Bus, another really quick pair of hands. He's been hassling the guys. We come down to I nearly said we need to come down to Jason Plato. I'm right in character here. We come down to Shadow GT, who's been one of my closest friends for many, many years, and at the moment he's Tyler's his enemy at the moment, because he's driving Tyler's favourite livery and favourite driver from the touring cars. So he loves seeing it. So Shadow's another quick pair of hands. He had an unfortunate incident last week where, for some reason, his pedals only give him 80% throttle, so he was a bit gutted, but I believe, looking at the graphics on the screen, that's all fixed. So, and then here we have Ekberg, another one of the legends of the group. Not only a driver, he is our resident photographer. Honestly, the things he can do with a camera is just astounding. And he takes the time to do all these photos and from every round without being asked. And I just can't wait. Sometimes they come through on a Monday, but I just can't wait. I love looking through them. And they're not just the standard photos. He changes all the exposure settings, and he just knows how to get the perfect angle. And I just want to welcome along. I'm going to shut... Oh, he has changed it. Yeah, you're a legend, mate. Right, so I'm going to shorten this to Bongo. New member to the community, come in at short notice. This is his debut. Never run... He's probably driven the car before in various other races. But he's never... This is his debut in the touring cars. We had a dropout due to personal circumstances, and he's agreed to step in. Absolute legend for doing that. So, go well out there tonight, Bongo. He's driving Dan Eves' Honda Integra from back in the day. So we've gone these, so let's just go a little bit further down the grid. Let's see if we can find Kivanchi, who is out in Gordon Shedden's Seat Cupra. And, yeah, he's had some good races. He's also had some bad luck as well. Pedal issues, steering wheel issues. I think his steering wheel come off at one point, which is not ideal. So, the final three now. We've got David out in Charlie Cox's Mondeo, the Carphone Warehouse, and the Evening Standard livery. So you'll remember that from, yeah, most famously, his crash at Thruxton, where he turned it into a bit of like a pancake. It wasn't a Mondeo at the end of it. But yeah, really nice to see that back out on track again. And last but not least, we have this guy. We have... Oh no, sorry, it's not last. We've got one more. But he's in the pits. We've got Maximum here, who is, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Shadow's dad. How good is that? That we've got a father and son racing together on track. There's no love lost. They're at it hammer and tongs. There's no... Dad doesn't get the rights. No way. If he won't let him past at all. But at the moment, we nickname him Pops, and he's showing the youngsters how it's done. So he's having an absolute riot in these races. Is Maximum. Right, so I'm just going to get a quick message up to give them a warning that the qualifying is starting. So they don't need to change the tyres for this. This is just racing soft tyres for the qualifying. Fastest first. And then for those of you tuning in who haven't seen this before, the format is a 10-minute qualifying, 20-minute sprint race. Then the feature race is a 40-minute race, but with a reverse grid. So whoever wins the feature, the sprint, starts at the back of the feature. So, yeah, it's given a bit more of a challenge. Right, well, I'm just going to quickly come out of this now. And make sure everybody's in. Look at that, full up, brilliant. We'll get to the guys I missed during their warm-up. So everybody's in. Yeah, so we've got JP. That's another new driver. We'll get to JP. Another guy that stepped in at the last minute. So let's get the message in here. It's not a race. Right. So it's time to start the qualifying for round 8 here at I can't stop calling it Croix. Say Croix, I think it's called. B layout. For Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship. So, without any further jabbering from me, let's get the qualifying underway. So, here we go. Do you know what? I keep wanting to press the red there to come out of the screen. That will shut the lobby. I've done that once before. Right. So we've got everybody on track. Let me just get some information on the screen. We can hear all the engines revving up now. So we've got Danny C straight out the blocks, I would say. He doesn't normally, though. Danny normally waits to get some clear track, but I think he's taken the decision to go out first and get a clean track. We see him warming the tyres up here. So at this point, Adam normally asks me who my money's on. Well, after last week, I really couldn't put me... Well, if I had to choose, I don't know, Danny's... I've got to choose one. I can't say it's Danny or Max, but I'm not ruling out any of them. They're all just as quick. I'm going to go for Max. Just to wind Danny up, give him a bit more. He'd be like, I'll show him now. That's what Danny will be doing now. So as you can see, as you come over the bridge here, this is one of the longest straights. Well, it's one of the two long straights, as it's into a tight braking zone here for the left-hander. This is one of the key areas of the track here. It's a fast sweeping right-hander. If you don't get your entry right and your throttle right, you can be very close to the barrier on the left-hand side at the exit. They're just there. So I'm sure we'll see that tonight, and it's very hard. It's one of the key moments on the track. So this is now a flat out. Sixth gear, flat out, across the right hand, just a little kink. And we come down here now to a set of complex of S's and turns. This is a tight right-hander here. You want to use as much on the exit, get it back over to the right-hand side, and now this is just gauging your speed right. You've got a left, then a right, then a left. But the left dips down just after the crest, as we'll see here. Dips down there, and that can unstable the car, and it throws you very wide here. If you don't get that right, you're also in the barrier. So Danny's just starting his... Danny's going to be the first starting his flying lap. So we'll just pay a little visit down to the back... to the two guys. Haydo is still in the pit, so he's having a coffee. So we'll go to JP. Oh, they're both together. So we've got JP, who's recently joined the Discord community, and I was chatting with him the other night in Danny's practice room, and yeah, he's standing in for LFC Ben tonight. So he's out in Giovanardi's Vauxhall, the Astra from back in the day. This is another one of my... Oh, here we go. Wait, what am I going to say? Favourite liveries. So, yeah, but this one... As soon as I can't remember where I started making this livery. I think I put the VXR on the door. But I knew from that moment that it was going to look... Well, I'd painted it red. And as soon as I put that on the door, I thought, this is going to look brilliant. And it was a joy to do, to be honest. So, we'll see the times coming in shortly. I'm expecting something around the region of a 220. If they go below 220, that's going to take some doing. I'd imagine the pole's going to be somewhere around a 220. So there'll be a lot of slipstream involved here, especially coming over the bridge here. But you've just got to be careful of the dirty air effect that can really unstable the car as you're coming into the braking zone. So we'll just catch up a little bit with the chat while they're starting the quali laps. I don't know what line bus is on about. He said he's been napping. Maybe he was in the pits having a bit of a snooze. We've got a message from here from my good friend Adam. Good evening, sir. Tonight, Danny C could take the Super Touring class title. He is currently 23 points ahead of line bus with 30 points available in the series. a maximum of 10 to be scored tonight in class. So keep your eyes out. So Danny could actually, is in line for winning the Super Touring class and the overall Drivers' Championship. So he could win, in theory, the Supers tonight. So we run 3 championships here, alongside, well, more than 3. We run a championship. We have the Super Touring class, we have the Toka class, and we have the Independence. So, as well as the Drivers' Championship, and we also have the Manufacturers, and there's also a battle going on between the Super Touring and the Toka. So there's lots to play for. So the way the scoring works, they all score points. So you may finish, the top 10 score the Drivers' Championship points, but if you finish, you might finish in 12th or 11th, but you're the lead car for that class. So you'll score top points. So you'll score points wherever you finish. So as we see, Danny, my predictions were right. So Maximum currently is lighting up the timing boards at the moment with a 2:20.196. So they get a point for pole position, and they get a point for the fastest lap during the race, and that applies to the feature, but they don't get the pole position in the feature. Look at this. So we're just gonna go on board with young Shadow here, and he's overtaken his dad, but his dad will be a bit he'll be getting the slipstream. So we've got Danny pulling off the racing line here, letting the fast guys through. We're on a lap, so that's really great racecraft from Danny C. It's a really great community we've got here. I mean, the racecraft on display is absolutely brilliant. I have very few rules here, and people are thinking, "Why, you must be mad." No, we pride ourselves on having a community of clean, respectful drivers, and as we see, Shadow has just nicked pole position by 300ths of a second. So he's had some help. He's had a bit of a toe off off Butler, I think. But going back to the rules, yeah, we operate fair and clean. As you see, Shadow giving Butler the hurry up there. He's flashing the lights at him. Out me way, says Shadow. So, but yeah, we have fair and clean drivers, and the only rule I stipulate is if there's any contact, which is bound to be, it's racing. If you make contact with another car and they leave the track, or you give the place back. And I don't mean pull over to a dead stop. If you're coming up to a straight, the first safe position, I say. So if it had happened back there, you'd give the place back on the bridge here. As we see, Shadow is actually going for the overtake here. He shouldn't really be racing during quali, but Max is getting the toe off Butler. So that's Shadow. Obviously his pedals are working this week. So we see Skins in 7th place in Andrew Jordan's Vauxhall Vectra. This is another great livery to make. This was really standout livery. That was on a Vauxhall Vectra back in the day. Remember seeing this at Oulton Park. It always stood out for me. And so we've got Bongo with a 2:22.9, so he's just 2 seconds off, but that's it. I've said to the guys, don't put yourself under pressure. It's just go out there, have fun, and enjoy the racing. So at the moment, there's 300s between first and second, which is Son, followed by Father, followed by Danny C. Butler is in a brilliant 5th place. At the moment, he's getting a toe off Shadow, so we could see Shadow improvements. It's Shadow. That's what I meant about keeping it. As we see Shadow bin his lap there and let Butler through without slowing him down. This is all the things I love to see. So I wonder if Butler will improve here. He's got half a second to find. He's improved, but he's not jumped Linebus, but Linebus is in 4th place. Drew's having another brilliant qualifying session here. So he's found himself in 6th place currently. There's not long left now. They might get another lap, possibly. very close to the wall on the exit. So he's getting the slipstream. Can Drew improve? He can. He nicks 5th place off Butler on the final lap. Whoa, Butler won't be too happy with that. But that's brilliant. I think Butler has still got another lap. He has. So these 3. Now this is Butler's chance to improve. Now can Shadow improve? But more to the point, let's just see where Danny C. Yeah, he's also on. He hasn't got any toe at the moment. He may have a little bit of a toe, but Linebus goes up into 3rd place and jumps Danny C. That's a great lap from Danny C. From Linebus. So Danny C's got to find 2 tenths. So we'll just stay on board with Danny. We'll go on board and see how he tackles this track. This is the key section. Remember, this is getting the. It relies on sort of feathering the throttle, as you can see. That's the right-hand gauge on the bottom of the screen. Very, very close on the exit. So let's just see. There's a timing marker. He's 4:10. He's nearly half a second up. Danny is renowned for this. He will hang back and he will just get the tyres up. Well, there's no sort of tyre wear, but he's in clean air and he just... this is what we love about Danny. You think, oh, he's in 4th place. He never, ever, ever gives up. And if he can get this next sequence of corners right now, as he's coming through here, he's lost 2 tenths. But this is the key bit here. As long as he doesn't go too wide, he's managed it. Now, can he get the last corner right? Because at the moment, he's going to snatch it off Shadow. He's managed to keep that out of the wall there, because that's very hard to do. Let's just see if Danny manages to do it. Can he do it? He's done it. He's beaten Shadow on right on the last lap. Well done, Danny. I tell you what, he means business, does Danny. That's where he wants to be, pole position. He just wants to, yeah, he doesn't want to get involved in any shenanigans at the start. It's a grid start with a false start check in the sprint race, but it's a rolling start in the feature. So I'll just quickly read through the results there for you, viewers. So Danny C, sorry, just let me quickly get a drink. I'm doing all right at the moment. So Danny C takes pole with a 2:19. I said, yeah, I'd be surprised if they get below the 2:20s. But yeah, that's a brilliant lap from Danny. So he takes pole position for Team Audi. Shadow held it right until the death. And look at that, 200ths of a second. That was all it took. So Shadow's in 2nd place with his dad right behind him in 3rd. So he managed to get the 3rd place back off Linebus, who's in 4th place. Butler in 5th. He managed to claim that back from Drew. So it's been changing. Skins in 7th place. That's a great result for Skins. And Audiometer takes the last spot on the first page. That's in 8th place for Seat. David Wallbank, he is in Charlie Cox's Mondeo. He takes 9th spot. Bongo Man in 10th in Dan Eves' Honda Integra. Ekberg in Ricardo Rydell's Volvo in 11th. Tyler in 12th in BMW. JP, 13th in the Vauxhall of Giovanardi. And Cavanci and Haydo round up the grid in Seat and Haydo and Nissan, respectively. So they are your results. So let's get the usual race up. Let's have a clean race, good race. Just remember, you can't win it into lap 1, T1. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for race 1 of round 8 with me, Jimmy Codger. Here we go, let's go. And here we go, we see them all line up on the grid here. Wait for the lights to come on now. There we go, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, no false starts. No, everybody's got away cleanly. Danny has got an absolute rocket of a start, but Shadow is definitely defending from Max. He's got the better line here. Just make sure everybody's got through cleanly. Brilliant stuff. The one person we haven't seen yet, which I'm just going to quickly jump to now, is this man here, Hado, out in Matt Neal's Nissan Primera from 1999. One of the famous liveries. We couldn't have a touring car series without this livery. So, yeah, Hado's currently the leader of the independents at the moment. Excuse me. So, yeah, so he'll be wanting to make most of that. He won't be scoring as many points as he can. But Tyler is currently in 4th place in the independents, with David in 3rd. And Skins is in 2nd place. So look at this, they're all bunching up here, pushing each other. Let's go on board with Hado here. For the touring car view, he's giving that Tyler a real push down here, but he's got to be careful. This is the heavy braking zone now, you don't want to overspeed. But he's managed to get the move done. He's got past, has he got past Ekberg? Ekberg gives the wall a clout on the outside there. So Ekberg's got a better position here. This is dodgy with 2 wide through here. But they've managed to do it. Now this is flat out through here now. So they're all trying to desperately stay in the slipstream. Look at this. There's no tyre wear or fuel usage in this. This is just a pure sprint. So at the moment, Danny C has slipped back to 2nd place. I missed that. So let's just see if we can get a replay of how Shadow managed to get the lead. No, we've not managed to get it there. It's already been done. So, yeah, Danny briefly was in 3rd place, but then he's got back past Maximum. So this is, tell you what, if this battle develops again, look at these pair. I'm just going to go on board with Maximum here. Danny was put under yeah, you probably won't feel the pressure, but he was put under so much pressure last week. But I was speaking to the pair of them and they loved it, absolutely loved it. There's nothing that Danny likes more than a good proper race. Yeah, sometimes it's not always the result. It's you've had a good race. Yeah, Danny loves that. Look at this, look at the view that Max has got. That's a classic touring car view from back in the day. That was normally Matt Neal and Plato, but yeah, the Audis were famous for going full Audi mode, tailgating them. The poor Peugeot up front, yeah, he's getting full Audi treatment here from Danny. So let me just come back out of that. So I'm just going to quickly go to Butler, who is in 4th place at the moment. This, I forgot to mention, this section here can be the end of the lap if you don't get it right. It's the weight transfer of the car as it goes through. It's very hard to keep it under control. But Line Bus is under fierce attack here from David. But look at this. We've got Drew also on this train here. I know Drew knows this track very well. Drew used to be on this with me and my good friend Ali. So yeah, see David's taking the inside line here, but you've got to be careful. Ooh, this is fast and furious, this. This is brilliant. I knew this would provide good racing. So we just go a little bit further down the grid and just go and check in with JP. Brilliant. He's just coming out here and yeah, he's not too bothered about the lap times, but he wanted to race with these guys. I'm so grateful for him for turning up and just coming in blind, basically. He's only known about the car since, I think it was Tuesday. I think it was Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday, so he's not had much chance to practice. But he's going out there and enjoying himself, and that's another thing that we see a lot in this lobby. In this community. We very rarely, we don't get people dropping out. They'll stay in the race right to the end, doesn't matter. They race it for the fun of racing. The result, it could be something as like a crash or misjudged a pit stop or not fueled up enough, but yeah, these things happen. But they just love it, and they just crack on. But Tyler is in 12th place here. In a little bit of free air, trying desperately to get back on the back of Bongo. That doesn't sound right, does it? Sorry, mate. I knew that name would give me some headaches tonight, but I can't say it without laughing. It's better than the name he did have, which I'm not going to repeat. But no, it's hilarious. So Ekberg is in 10th place at the moment. So he's been hounded by by Bongo Man. So this is Honda versus Volvo. So yeah, he's got the run here. He's got a good drive out that corner. So he's stuck his car down the outside here. But Ekberg has got the better line. But can Ekberg hold it? He's managed to hold it. It's too wide round here. Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to stay with this for a minute, because this could be turning into an overtake of the week. If Bongo manages to get this on the inside out of this corner, what a move from Bongo Man. Well, there you go. There is your first candidate for overtake of the week. That started from the beginning of the bridge all the way to the corner there. Let me just see if I can get a replay of that. No, it's not gone back. Not gone back far enough. But there's your first candidate. So Shadow is still maintaining the lead here. 2.3 seconds clear of his dad. So he'll be loving this. He'll be loving this after last week. He had it was horrible to watch. There's a battle developing here. Just going to go on board with Danny C. So we're only a third of the way through this race at the moment, and the battles up and down the grid is absolutely incredible. But Danny, yeah, he wants, he's got a real fight. He's got a real battle on his hands here with Max. They've practiced together, but Max has gone a little bit wide there. That's given Danny a bit of an opportunity here. We might see a move. So you got Danny hold it down the inside, but if Max can keep it, he's got the inside line. He's had to yield. So that's Danny back up into second place. That's a good move from Danny. So that was all caused by going wide at T1. You need to be on that green runoff area, not too much, otherwise it throws you wide to the left. And this is the section here, because it's a right, left, right, and the weight transfer can really upset the car. So you see Danny going really close to the bridge there, but Max is right in his slipstream here. But Max, one we've got to look out for here is Linebus and Butler, because they're both in they're just out of the slipstream. But if these can work together, then if Max and Danny start scrapping, then it could bring these up. They're getting very close to the wall. So I'm just going to quickly catch up with a little bit of the chat. So we've got Marty in the house. Going to be a tight race, this, says Marty. Good luck, everyone. Haydo's spun. I missed that, Marty. We've got our own. We've got a comms. So he's giving me updates. So we got Skullglip in. That's my good friend One Clicker Design. Welcome along, and we've got Swinterceptor. That's I'll get onto that shortly. It's another new member to the community. I hope you're enjoying watching the racing tonight. So we're just going to quickly go back to Bongo Man. He's in a little bit of no man's land at the moment. He's got 1.5 second gap to the cars ahead, to Skins, and he's 2 seconds clear of Audio Muted. So as Audio Muted had a bit of an issue. Not used to seeing Audio Muted down in 9th place. So we've got a good battle here developing between Drew and Tyler. Tyler will be loving this. So these have raced plenty of times before. Drew's been in the series before. We've got a flash of the lights from Tyler there. So Tyler would be desperate to keep on to this. We're only halfway through the race, but Drew knows this track like the back of his hand. But yeah, Tyler's defending there. That's Drew going wide, but I tell you what, if he can hang it round the outside here, it's going to give him the inside for this left-hander. Drew will know that. There's a yellow flag ahead, so I'm not sure what's happened up ahead. Can't see anything at the moment. Let's just check in with Butler. Butler was very close to line bus, and there's still line astern here. There's no change at the top, and mind you, we saw Danny get past Max. So this is Butler going for a move here, going down the inside into this heavy braking zone here. Can he get it done? Oh, it's side by side. Oh, they get really close to the wall, but Butler's just managed to do it. Let me just see if I can get hold of that. As you see him come side by side through here. Really good respect show from the pair of them. But that's Butler managing to get that position done. What a move from Butler. That could be another overtake of the week. Love that, mate. But we missed it. Linebus has got these returned the favour. But Butler's coming right back at him here into the right-hander. Oh, this is a great battle. These pair they've raced plenty of times before. They won't give an inch, but this is Butler trying to maintain 4th position. He's got a 3-second gap to maximum with 8.5 minutes remaining of this race. So, oh, this is I'm gonna have to go on board with line bus. This is brilliant. Just keeping an eye at the top. Shadow is still maintaining the lead, but Butler knows he's vulnerable here. But they're working together. Going to see if they can close the gap. So this is Nissan versus BMW. That's a great line from Butler there. So yeah, this is a track we haven't used, and I can't understand why, because I love this track. It always provides some brilliant racing here, so we'll just come back out of that view there. It's really, really wide. Did a bit of grass cutting there. Yeah, so if you watch this corner now, you've got a fast entry into this right-hander. Downhill, straight into a left-hander. You've got to get back over to the right-hand side of the track to go up onto the bridge. It's a fast sequence, as you can run wide. That was close from line bus. But I just want to check in at the moment, just go back down to the bottom of the grid. So we've got Haydo having a spin, but we missed that, sorry. So this is what I'm on about. Haydo is 7.5 seconds back, but that won't bother him. He'll just continue racing, and yeah, it's always great to see. So we're just going to check in with Kivanci's found himself in a bit of free air as well, so let's just check in with let's go and see Bongo Man, as he's going for a move there. Has he managed to get the move done on JP? But JP gives the wall a clout there. So that's Bongo Man up into 12th place. Ekberg is still in 11th. No change at the top. I'm just going to see what the gap is. Just going to see a battle there. So this is Danny C and Maximum at it again. So Maxwell's got the inside for the next right-hander. This is brilliant to see. What does Danny have to do? I bet he's going, what do I have to do to get past this guy? So but look at this. There's 2 battles developing here. This battle's for 2nd place, and the one behind is for 4th. So we've got a good view here. So Danny will be weighing this up here where the best place is. We've got just over 5 minutes remaining of this race. So as we see Danny going right on the back of Maximum here. The trick is to get a tighter line on the entry, so you don't run wide on the exit. But Shadow has basically dropped the hammer, got a 3.5 second gap. So Shadow is basically out for a cruise. There we go. Tyler, you will love that. Shadow's out for a cruise, and guess what car he's driving? Chevrolet Cruze. There we go. Do I get a comment of the stream as well? These are getting poor, I know. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but couldn't resist it. So I'm going to come off Shadow because I'm not going to put him under pressure, but I'm going to go back down to Skins. But Linebus has managed to get the move done on Butler. So that's a position, but Max is still managing to hold off Danny. Audio Muted made his way up into... As I said that, Danny is trying here to go around the outside. What a move from Danny C. But he's got to be careful now. He's going to be vulnerable. He's the one giving Maximum the slipstream. So we could see it change here, because we know this is a flat out section here. Downhill, slight kink to the right. So we know Danny's definitely defending it, but Max is going around. He's making it go around the outside. Look at this, flat out, 140 mile an hour. Can Max get it? Can he get it done before the turn? Danny's holding the line. He has. What a move from Max. As we see them behind, this is another change. Butler has just got the move back done on line bus. So this is two brilliant battles here. So counting down the clock now, so 3.5 or 3 3/4 minutes. So that's this lap and potentially definitely one more. They won't get 2 laps. But look at that, they're trying everything. Oh, that was really close to the wall. But you see Danny and Max, look at this. Danny's all over the back of Max here, just going to go on board with Danny. He's going left and right and making that Audi as big as he can there. Put it in the mirrors, put Max off. But Max is wise to this. He'll know where Danny's going to go for a move. Oh, that was close for Danny. Yeah, that's a very good point, Marty. He says the trouble with Butler and line bus is they handle pressures so well. Line bus has won a series that I've watched. Butler's won countless series. So they know what it's all about. So they won't be phased at all. But line bus at the moment, I can't leave this battle at the moment. I'm just going to quickly go back down the grid just to see if there's any more battles developing. As we've got Audio Muted. He's got his indicator on. There must have been an incident with Drew. I don't know where I can get that. Yeah, just seeing coming onto the grid. So this is an example. There must have been an incident before, and Audio Muted has given the place back on the bridge. Yeah, that's brilliant to see. So we've got that battle. Tyler at the moment is in the final scoring points position in 10th, with a clear track behind him and in front of him. But he's got Bongo in his mirrors. 2.3 seconds back. I need to go to the top of the grid at the moment. We've got 1.5 minutes. I just want to see the battle royale here. I will keep an eye on the battle here, the going on behind them. And this is Danny hassling Max for everything he's worth. Here we can see that battle. Probably get both battles in the shot here. Look at this. So see Danny, Max weaving all over the track here. He's not going to let Danny past. Danny's going to have to work for this. And the same with Butler. They know each other's driving styles so well that what they're actually doing is trying to find a weak point for the driver in front. But there just isn't one. And yeah, they're very good. They're as good at racing as they are at defending. So it's going to be very tough to find a point where line bus is weak. It's not going to be down to tyre wear either, because there's none of that in this race. So just going to quickly go to the top of the grid. We've got 15 seconds left. I'm going to stay on this and quickly flip between the 3. So just quickly go down to Danny. Can he get a move done here? He's not got many opportunities left, because this is going to be their final lap. So can he get it done? Can he get it done on this his only real chance is on this bit of track coming up here, and the same for Butler. So if he can get the slipstream here, get right in the back of Max, if he can get the move done here, then he's got a pretty good chance of maintaining it. But Max is making him go around the outside. This is the long way round. Max has got the advantage. But Max got the move done the last time, side by side. But can he keep hold of it? He's managed to keep hold of it. Oh, this is brilliant. What defending from Max. I'm just going to quickly go to Shadow because he's approaching the final few corners here to take an absolute brilliant victory. Gives a flash, Shadow. So you see Shadow come round the final corner now to take the... Max has managed to hold on to it. Well done, Shadow. He takes the win. Could this be a photo finish behind them? I'm going to quickly go back. Who's going to take it? Danny C took it at the death. Can I get that? Let's have a look at this. This must have been a photo finish. Oh, we can't quite see Max. But we'll see the gap. Danny managed to snatch it right at the death. What a... what a move from Danny C. Oh, dear me. I tell you what, yeah, I'm definitely going to need a drink. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. My voice didn't enjoy it that much, but we're doing all right. Just going to keep up with the chat. That's well done, Shadow, says Marty. A brilliant win for Shadow there. He never looked back. He got a flying start and just basically dropped the hammer, sailed off into the distance. I apologise for me sniffling. I can't. It's either that or blow my nose down the mic. But there we go. Let me just save the replay. And we'll get the results up on the screen. I need to take a picture of these. Right, so we've got Shadow taking the win for round one in the sprint race for Team Chevy. Brilliant result. And he also gets the... no, he does. Yes, he gets the fastest lap as well. So that's a valuable point for Shadow. Oh, no, he didn't. Sorry. Maximum got the fastest lap of a 3:02. Right, okay. So that's a great win for Shadow. Danny comes home in second place. That's still good points for Danny. He'll take that. Maximum brings it home in third for Team Peugeot with the fastest lap. Linebus managed to hold off Butler in the end for fourth place. And Butler comes home in fifth for BMW. Skins in sixth. Drew in seventh place. David, that's a great result for Drew. For Team Ford, David in the independent Ford rounds up the first page in eighth. Audio muted. Let me just get a quick picture before I forget. Audio muted comes home in ninth place. That's not usual for audio muted. Tyler scores the final Drivers' Championship point in 10th for Team BMW. Bongo on his debut. Look at this. Bongo and JP, 11th and 12th respectively. What a great race. Givenchy comes home in 13th. Haydo in 14th. Not sure what happened to Ekberg. He was higher up than that. So he must have had an off. And finishes the grid in 15th place. Let me just make sure I've got those photos before I come out of here. Because once I come out of here, I haven't got them. Just bear with me. Yeah. Got them. Because I need these to set the grid. Right, so the procedure now is to everybody to... I'm going to open the feature race lobby. Let me just check I've got the replay. Yep. I'm going to open the feature race lobby. I need everybody to enter. I will get the message up. We nearly started qualifying. Right, edit. Right, load settings. Here we go. This is the feature. Now, there's tyre wear and fuel in this. which they haven't seen the figures yet until now. So this is what they're all been waiting for. So the tyre wear is times 5, fuel at times 7. And they start with a default fuel level of 80 litres. Obviously that'll change when they pit, because that'll go up to 100 litres. We've got, so the required, what the rules are, when it's a dry race, all tyres are available. So they've got softs, medium and hards, but they must use the soft tyre at some point during the race. Doesn't matter whether it's a 1 lap, 2 laps, whatever. They've just got to use it. If they don't, the game issues a penalty, which I think is a minute. So it's a rolling start for this one. So the pit lane penalty is on. So be careful when you're entering the pits and exiting the pits, because you will pick up a 3-second penalty, which can be an absolute killer at this track. So, right, I'm going to change the event settings. So I need to get the message up. Hopefully they get the message. Yep, looking promising. Yeah, I think we're waiting for 1, I think, maybe. Let's have a look. JP. We need JP in the... He's probably entered now while I'm writing this. Because if they don't enter, I can't set the grid. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That was a lot less painful than it could have been. Right. Right, well, I'm going to leave you for 3.5 minutes, so everybody's cheering now. Yeah, we've got rid of him for 3.5 minutes. I'm going to set the grid, so I am going to leave you with a trailer for an event we've got coming up. Sit back, enjoy that, get a cup of tea, get your snacks ready. You're going to want them. Next race, 40 minutes. So I'm going to leave you with a bit of an event, and I will see you on the other side. See you very shortly. We'll be back with a set grid ready for the feature race. I've just realised. I've just had my mic muted. I bet there's loads. Dear me. I had it muted for the trailer. Do apologise. So, as I was saying, with no one listening, this is where they're testing the softs now, testing the mediums. So, I'm not sure whether they're going to use the softs for they could use it at the beginning, could use it at the end. So it's looking like the weaker tyre. Well, they've had just over 10 minutes now. That's what they get for practice. So hopefully they should have now. I'm just going to put choose the starting tyres. So they've got to use the softs at some point during the race. So I've got a feeling this is going to be a potentially a two-stop race. So look at that, we can see 4 laps with what, just a quarter of a tank left. So we saw it how many laps before? Yeah, it could be an 18 to 20 lap race. So right, let's get the messages up here. I'll get that message up again, just in case you didn't see the first one. Right, so it's unfortunately we've lost line bus, which is a bit unfortunate. It's looking like a disconnection issue. So we've got Albie coming in the chat here. Let me just quickly, before we'll keep Danny on the screen. Shadow can win the Toka class in the feature race. In the feature, he is currently 24 points ahead of Butler, with 25 available. So Shadow, you've had it from authority here. Marty says 2 pits if soft and hard, 3 if soft. Were you giving strategies away there, Marty? I'm not. Yeah, do you think the hards will be used? Not too sure. I've just got to quickly jump out of this for a second because I've got a feeling someone's in the lobby that shouldn't be. Oh, they've left the room. Okay. Right. So everybody's on the grid. So we've got Ekberg in pole. Right. So let's get the feature race here for round 8 of my British Touring Car Championship with me, Jimmy Codger. So hold on to your hats. We could have another repeat of the battles between Max and Danny again. So Jimmy, Danny has won this. Okay, right. I need to make an announcement. I'll get it after. I'll get Danny on the mic afterwards. But just before we start the race, bit of a round of applause. Danny C has won the Super Touring class. C above. Ah, right. Sorry, yeah, I missed that one, Adam. Yeah, Danny C is a Super Touring class champion. 25 points ahead of Line Bus with 25 available. Congratulations, Danny C. Right, let's get this race underway, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Adam, I did miss that. Thank you very much. Mediums don't last too long here, says Marty. Right. Have I missed? No. Okay. Right. So here, this is where the reverse grid comes into play. Let me get some information on the screen for you. So, yeah, Ekberg leads the field away here because he was the last place finisher in the sprint. So he's going to start on pole. So it's looking like Ekberg is on the softs, so he's going to try and make the most of these. The front runners will probably be making use of the soft tyre here and hoping they can get away and use the grippiness of these tyres. So let me just make sure they've all got away cleanly. So Shadow's right at the back here. So Shadow, incredibly, starting on the softs. That's interesting. I didn't think the back runners would be, but maybe, yeah, they've got other plans. So let's just work our way through the field and let's just see if they're all going to get... It looks like they might all be getting rid of the softs at the beginning. See Tyler going slightly wide there, picking up the grass. So this is the reverse layout, don't forget. So they've just had 20 minutes on the normal layout, so they've got to get used to this. So this, instead of this downhill sweeper now, this long straight, this is an uphill straight, but look at this, it's all bunching up here. Oh, dear me. Keep it clean. This is almost 3 abreast going through this fast. There's a left-hander now, not a right, and they've got a tight right-hander now coming up onto the bridge. Bit of contact there between Skins and Butler and JV. Oh, we've got a spinner. So I'm not sure what happened there. I've managed to get that, so we'll have a look. That's Kivanchi. That's unfortunate, and I think he's a victim of the barrier on the bridge. So let's just go back down to 14th. Don't want to miss this battle here. We've got Max already working his way through the grid. He was in 13th place, remember? He's already worked his way up to 7th place. So let me just quickly go back down to the back of the grid. We'll see if we can get this replay. And see if we can see what happened. Yeah, so, yes, it was the corner of the bridge. That was unfortunate. Oh, that's terrible. That's really bad luck for Kivanchi. So, meanwhile, at the top, oh, ignore the fuel message, ladies and gentlemen. That's a glitch that they've taken about 3 years to fix. Must be complicated for them to get rid of. So Egberg's got a penalty here. Now that's not going to be good. Yeah, he could lose, I don't know, 1.5 seconds. Yeah, probably 1.5 to 2 seconds with that penalty. Oh, see the sparks flying up here from Egberg as he comes through that complex there. So let me just go down to the back. So Max is already. Skins is managing to hold 6th place here, but he's got Bongo Man right on his tail here. We can see Max in the background. Oh, we got an accident there. I'm not sure who was involved in that. Was that just self-inflicted or was another car involved? I would like to see the place given back. If it is, so we see David going for a move around the outside of audio muted. I think he's just... Oh no, it's Max. Oh, that's unfortunate, but Max has pulled over. Max has backed off here. That was Max getting it all loose after a contact with the barriers. So he's pulled over to the left there. He's slowed right down to give the place back. Well, it's brilliant to see. That's what we'd like to see here. So that's unfortunate. That's a rare mistake from Max. So he's given David the place there, but he's hounding him here now. So we'll go down to 12th place and we'll just go on board. So they also get light damage here, but it does disappear. So that's it's a rare mistake from there. So he's let Danny escape. So Danny is he's above 9th. But it seems to be the entire field are on the soft tyre, so we'll just come out of this view now. Right, so 2 laps and they've already used half a tank of fuel, but that's on 80 litres, bear in mind. Just give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to top up the glass, otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be coughing like mad. Apologies for that, ladies and gents. Back with you. So, audio muted. Danny C has already found himself in second place on lap 3 after starting at the back of the grid. So they're pretty good on fuel at the moment. They've still got just under half a tank remaining. But it's all come into like a slipstream train here. Just going to quickly catch up with the chat. Oh, Butler caught the grass. I've missed that. That must have been while I was filling my water up. So we've got Hado still in 5th place. He's right on the back of Ekberg, but we've got a fast charging Shadow right on the back of this group here. As Ekberg goes round the outside, can he get that move done on Hado? He's managed to get that done. But Shadow here, he wants to make as most of this as he possibly can. See Danny up ahead. So this is 1st and 2nd in the championship, but he wants to get as many points as he can. As Shadow has now managed to get past Hado, but he comes in contact with Ekberg. There's no harm done. As we see, we see Drubik coming in from 7th place for Team Ford. So he's decided to box really early because he could probably go for a bit longer on those softs, but he's decided to do the jump now and do the undercut. So I'm expecting him. We'll see what True comes out on. Will he go for Marty's strategy or will he go for the mediums? So he's come out on a set of racing mediums. Okie dokie. So Danny C now is assuming the lead of this race. Oh, at Hulky Racing, welcome to the chat. Evening chat, love Btcc, liked and subbed. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here. So yeah, this is season 5. So yeah, tune in. We've got 2 more rounds after this one. So we've got 5 Toka liveries, we've got 5 supers, and we've got 5 independents. So let's just catch up with Maximum, who is running Patrick Watts' Peugeot 406 from back in the day. So he's managed to get back past Ekberg. So look at this in front. I'm just going to have to go with Hado at front and see if we can go on board. So look at this, he's trying to move on skins past Andrew Jordan's Vectra from back in the day. Now this is going to get tight round here. But he's managed to get that done. He's got a really good run out of here. He's got to watch because he's got Danny to his right and he's got Hado right behind him. So he's got to be careful because he's got to attack and defend. But look at this bunching up. Max has joined the party. So Max is chasing down his lad here. So for those of you who don't know, that's Maximum, who's driving Patrick Watts' Peugeot. His son is driving Jason Plato's Chevrolet Cruze. 3 cars ahead. So yeah, always great to see. So, oh, Drew got waves in the chat from oh, Drew must have been chatting while he was in the pits. So we got a wave from Drew. Marty, eyes on the road, says Marty. Hilarious. So, oh, it's great to see the chat lighting up. So yeah, the sun's starting to poke through the clouds here now. And we should see a flurry of pit stops here. So we've got Bongo in from 7th place for Dan Eves' Honda. So he's come in off a set of mediums, but he was out of fuel. So don't forget, Bongo, if you're watching the stream, you've got to use the softs. So I don't know if he's actually used them yet. So they've got to watch coming out of the pit so they don't get a pit lane penalty. In the meantime, look at this for a battle hotting up here. This is Butler is gone for the... we see him doing this quite a lot. So Butler's now gone on what you'd call the long game strategy. He's gone on a set of hards. So he's not going to be as quick as the rest of the guys, but he's going to go for the long game. and hopefully you'll get the jump done when the rest of them come off the mediums. I'm not sure how many are going to choose to do that, but I've got a feeling the top runners now should be coming in. So we've got Audio Muted in leading the race at the moment, so they're all got the fuel light flashing. So look at this for the scenery, with the sun coming up over here over the mountains. Absolutely love this. I love this track for the scenery, and not just the track. But Audio Muted having a look at Shadow, despite they want to get in the pits first, but look at this, side by side through these S's. Absolutely brilliant, respectful racing. But Shadow's right on the back. He's got Max breathing right down his neck here. 3 wide, breathe in, keep it clean. So I'm expecting to see the top runners come in now. All for fuel. So that's Shadow, Audio Muted, Max, Danny, and Haydo in a brilliant position here now. Haydo, I know, started on the softs, medium, so he's unfortunately he's going to have to come in for fuel. So hope no one picks up the penalty. So now Tyler, let's just see what Tyler's on his way in. If we see him coming into the pits. Drew, we know, is pitted. So how many places can Drew make up here? So this is the left-hander. This is the penalty. This is the last corner now down the start-finish straight. Ooh, that was close to the wall. So they're seeing them all fueling up here now. Can Drew pull off a masterclass? Look at this. Go on to say, what do we say now, Marty? Run, Forrest! He's got to actually get the hammer down now. So let's just see what Shadow and the gang. They've all come out on mediums. Okay, so they've fulfilled their requirement to use the softs. They don't have to use them again. They can if they want. So they're the mediums now. So Danny, I'd imagine, has also come out in the mediums. None of the top runners. I don't think Max will have come out on the hard. No. So this is promoting some really close racing now here. So Danny just can't shake off Max. Just cannot get. Look at this. You can't get rid of him. As Max tries to go down the inside. Already he's under attack is Danny. Let's just come back out of this view. This is down that fast straight now, but we've got a sweeping left-hander. Max has got the better line. You just got to keep it away from the wall on the exit. You get very close. Danny's still not giving this up without the fight. We've got the bridge now, but Danny is right in the toe here. But Haydo is also. He's also right at the back of Audio Muted. So he's right in the slipstream here, but Audio Muted's got a double toe here, but you've got to be careful with the overspeed. It's bad going the other way, but going this way, you've got to be careful on the barriers. So you've got a left-hander, a little bit of a straight, we've got a right-hander, left-hander, and then it's the final corner. Let's just come back out of this view. So meanwhile, let me just see what the gap is at the top. So Drew is still managing to maintain a 2-second lap gap, but he can see all these in his mirror. But how hard do they push? They don't want to push too hard. I think they'll be happy to sit there for a minute and keep him in his sights because they know that he's pitted before them. So they can see a lot of. We've got Tyler in 8th place on a set of racing softs. So as he used mediums first, he's using the softs in the second stint. So he's got the faster tyres. We see a move here between David and Tyler. He can't get that done. Tyler's got the quicker tyre as David. Yeah, David's on the mediums. But we know David's got some pace, but we've got a fast charging Butler behind these two, so he's wanting them to fight. But we know Butler's on the hards, so allegedly it's the slower tyre. But yeah, the more these fight ahead, Butler will be rubbing his hands. As we see David go off wide there. So that's unfortunate. So that's given Butler he's opened the door for Butler. Let's just see if that was just I think he just caught the curb. Let's have a look. He went up on the curb there. He's fine there. So what? Yeah, he just went wide there. That's unfortunate. So yeah, that's another place gain for Butler. That's the 9th place for Butler at the moment. So Tyler's managed to make advantage of that. He's just pulled out a little bit of a gap. But we've still got this battle. Let's just go back up to 4th place. We've not heard anything from Line Bus, which is strange. I've got a feeling it's a power outage. So let me just quickly catch up with the chat. So we've got Tam420 in the chat. Oh, we've got loads. We've got some really new faces. We've got Revline Racing. Good evening, Revline Racing. Thank you for joining the chat. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching tonight. It's the Touring Car Series, Season 5. They're asking, where's Drewbit? Says Tam. Yeah. Well, he's currently leading the race, Tam. So, Revline Racing, good evening. Welcome. Come on, Danny C. You've got Revline Racing cheering for you, Danny C. So, also cheering for Ekberg as well. Oh, they're not fussy. Cheering for everybody. Marty, it's 40 minutes endurance for feature race. Ah, that's a question from there. So, hope you're all enjoying the chat. Thank you ever so much for joining in. So, Drewbit is currently leading the race, but he's lost a second. Let's have a quick drink. He's lost a second. He pitted about a lap before these, so maximum is on max attack. Yeah, that's the worst one of tonight. Sorry. So we've got Shadow and Danny having a right ding-dong battle here in 3rd and 4th place. There's David. That's the second time. Do apologise. Drew's gone wide, and Maximum has made the most of that. So that puts Maximum in the lead of the race. Let's just quickly go down the grid. Well, we've got these two at the back. He's got Hayden on another set of softs, so that's an interesting choice. So let's just quickly go to... Let's just check in with Danny C. The Shadow has managed to get a move done on Danny C there. Let's just see if we can get that developing. Side by side coming up through here, says Shadow's got the inside line. That's a great move, well held. Up onto the bridge, got to be careful on the exit with that bridge barrier. So can Maximum make the most of these tyres now? We know Maximum's on the mediums, but we know how much pace he's got. He's got to be careful. So we're just approaching half distance, that's 20 minutes. So they've still got 20 minutes left of this race, so they're having to manage the fuel. So we've got Ekberg. Let's just check in with Ekberg. He's having he's got a bit of a clear track. It's a bit in no man's land at the moment, but he's in 7th place. On a set of mediums with just under half a tank. He's having a nice chilled drive round, aren't you, Ekberg? He's a great character, is Ekberg. Our Swedish photographer. Absolutely brilliant. So if you just check out any photos I put out on Instagram, that's at Jimmy_Codger Racing. All the photos are supplied by Danny C and Ekberg. So you got these two guys to thank for all these lovely photos that I'm spoilt, to be honest. And I put a highlights, I put a selection out each week. He knows he'll have a field day with this one because of the sunrise. He'll love this. He'll appreciate what I've done with the weather. So meanwhile, I'm just going to quickly go back to the top and see. We've got a battle developing between Shadow and Drewbit. Let me just go back on board with Shadow. So we've got your crowd cheering for you, Drew, but Shadow has got you in his sights. But we see Shadow's on a purple lap here. That's important. Oh, the Shadow, he hasn't got it. Has he got it close enough? Has he managed to get side by side? Drew's yielded. So we've got a tight break, heavy braking zone here, but Shadow's defending the inside. He's kept it, but Drew's tried it. He's got me. Oh! That was close. Drew knew what was coming there. He had to swerve away from that, otherwise. Yeah, that was good night. That was straight in the barrier. We see Maximum has got the fastest lap at the moment of a 2:22.2. But we saw Shadow on a purple lap earlier on his previous timing line. Can he keep it? Butler is doing really well at the moment. I'm just going to check. I don't want to leave this battle. Just want to go on board with Drew because he's really hassling Shadow here. I'm going for second, says Drew. The touring car fans will know. They'll know that. I hope they don't go for first. So they're coming into the final corner here. I do apologise for my cough, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I'm suffering, but I'll do my best. You see, Drew's coming in. That's for fuel, so he's not done too bad. So we'll be interested to see what Drew goes on. I imagine it's a set of mediums. So let's just check what the gap is at the top. So we've got... So Maximum can see his son right in his mirrors. This would be brilliant. Shadow will... he'll love this. He'll love to get one over on his dad. But these pair, I tell you what, it's brilliant. Not many, you can't say many communities have had this, where there's a shared passion, and they're both motorsport nuts, both touring car fans, Formula One fans, and to see them both on track, yeah, really gives me a big smile. It's fantastic to see. So Butler, meanwhile, we know is on the hards, and he's playing the long game. Now, he's probably good for another lap, but he's got a 7-second gap and either side of him, to be honest. So we're just checking with Skins. So Skins is in a pretty promising position. If Butler pits now, he is going to lose the lead. Sorry, he's going to lose 7th place to Skins. I think we may have lost one more driver. If we lost... We've lost a driver. We may have lost Hado. Let me just have a look. No, we haven't lost Hado. I'm not sure who... Oh, we may have lost Bongo Man or JP. That's not an issue. Let's go look at Hado here. He's on the rims. He's desperate. He's not going to be able to hold off Ekberg. He's got fuel. But we don't. Ekberg is also... These two are going to have to come in now. So Butler will be... If Butler can make one more lap, he's going to inherit 5th place. Because these two are going to have to come in the pits now. Let's just check on Butler's fuel. No, Butler's not going to be able to do it, so Butler's going to have to come in as well. So Skins and Drew are... yeah, they're going to inherit... Yes, you'll see... Skins and Drew in 4th and 5th. Because these four are going to go into the pits ahead of them as we see Ekberg coming in. So let me just see if the gap has closed at the top. So Drew will definitely make up a position here. So this is the second time Drew's done this, but he's got a bit of a bigger gap this time. So he knows he's good, and he knows everybody in front of him is going to have to pit. I can't believe Hado has stayed out. Well, we know where Hado's been because you just follow the tracks on the tarmac from his rims. As we see him there, that's what happens when you've got no tyres. So he's just got to make a couple of corners now. He's misjudged this. So he's got to make a couple of corners and then into the pits. So Skins will be hot on his heels. Yeah, he's not far behind him. So you could see Drew making up, yeah, in the next lap or two. So yeah, so Drew's got a really strong position. But I just want to quickly focus on the top to this battle here. So we've got Maximum trying to hold off his son, and Danny. These three together again, it's hilarious. But who's going to blink? Let's just see who's got the better fuel. So we got Shadow. We've got Maximum on a quarter of a tank. So we got Shadow. It's equal, absolutely equal. So this is just going to, yeah. Danny is probably going to sit back, let these pair fight, and then Pals vs Danny gets it really wide. Well held, Danny C. So let's just see if we can get a quick clip of that. Great car control from Danny. Gets it in here, just gets a little bit of back end off the curb there. Manages to keep hold of it. Yeah, that fuel warning does my head in. I can't believe they haven't fixed it yet. So Danny's in a pretty comfortable position. They know, well, they've got an 11-second lead gap to Audio Muted in 4th place. Now we know how good Audio Muted is on his fuel and tyres. So we can see him here. There's going to be fuel saving. So we've got, we're just approaching we're just approaching 3/4 distance here with 30 minutes. We've still got just about 12 minutes to go. So that's roughly 5-6 laps, possibly. Yeah, as I said, we're seeing Drew in 5th place. We know how he's good on fuel and tyres, so yeah, I don't know. Drew needs Audio Muted needs a good in lap here. So let's just go back down to, we got Skins in from coming out of the pits now. So he's coming out on a fresh set of mediums, full tank. He's come out just in front of Bongo Man, who's in Dan Eves' Honda Integra from back in the day. So he's good on tyres. We could see Bongo Man go to the end. That'll be some doing. If we could do that, yeah, he could be in a really strong position here. There's a chance that he could get those hards to the end. So that would be impressive. So no, we've still got JP. So I'm not sure who we've lost. So we got JP in 10th place at the moment. In Giovanardi's Vauxhall Astra from back in the day. He's on a fresh, well, reasonably fresh set of softs with a reasonably good tank of fuel. Yeah, I can't thank these two guys enough. These two, JP in 10th and Bongo in 12th, stepped in at the last minute and yeah, just said, yeah, what, join in, have fun. So Tam says, Drew driving like he stole it. No comment on that one, Tam. We've got Albie. If it stays like this, Shadow will win the Tokers, says Adam. So we've just speaking of which, we're just going to quickly go in now as we see all three come in the pits. So waiting for Team Chevy to come in. So that's Shadow off a set of mediums. Let's see what Shadow goes on. We've got 10 minutes remaining, so that's roughly 4/5 laps. So I'm not expecting a full tank, or possibly. Nope. So let's see what he comes back out on. So that's Shadow on mediums. I've got a feeling all these are going to come out on mediums now, unless Max has chosen a quicker tyre. No. So Danny, right. So Danny's plan now. Danny's immediate plan is to get the fastest lap. He's gone on a set of softs. Now, he obviously thinks he can make these softs last. So, yeah, Danny's pulled a bit of a, sneaky one here. So the two ahead are on mediums. So, Danny has got the quicker tyre. So, we see Tyler coming in, I believe, from 12th place for Team BMW in Rob Callard's Airwaves 320. So he's come back out on a fresh set of mediums. Brim the tank So he's got to make up 12 play. Well, we know Bongo's on the hards, so I'm not expecting Bongo to pit. So the next person that, yeah, he's got some work to do as Tyler if he wants to get back into the point scoring position. So the last points position is 10th. So there's no change at the top, but Butler, let's just see where, let's see what's, yes, Butler's still on the hards. He never changed his tyres. He had a splash and dash. So Butler is trying to do the same here. But he's only 1.3 seconds. He's just outside the slipstream of Haydo. Now we know Haydo went on the racing medium, so Butler's got his work cut out here if he wants to snatch that place off Haydo. But Haydo's Ekberg is having an absolutely brilliant race here tonight. Yeah, I'd say Ekberg is good to the end. I would say if he's careful with his fuel. But for all the fans in the chat, here's your man Drew running Paul Radisic's Ford Mondeo from back in the day. So he's in 4th place, so he's got mediums. He's good to the end, so he should be able to get that to the end. We've lost David, says Marty. Thank you. It's been racking my brains. Thank you, Marty. So Tam says, yeah, Drew must have been in the pits when he first switched on. So, oh, exciting races, Tam. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. So, can Drew, mate, keep his 4th place? He's got just under 4-second gap. Sorry, 3-second gap from him and Audio Muted, but we know how quick Audio Muted is. Audio is on the softs. Now, he's got Drew in his sights. But Drew's got to be, Audio Muted has got to be careful here. If he's want to try and catch Drew, he's got to be careful, but can he make his tyres last? So they've got 6.5 minutes left, which is roughly 3 laps. So he should be good on the tyres for 3 laps, so he can afford to push a little bit more, but he's got Ekberg for company. So, meanwhile, at the top, there's a battle developing here. Look at this, for Danny C and Shadow side by side. Danny's got the quicker tyre, and he's going to have the... Oh, can he do this? Shadow's desperately trying to hold him off. He's managed to hold Danny C off, even with a quicker tyre. But Shadow will be desperate to take a win here. He's already won 1 race here. He's won the sprint race. Maximum. He won't be popular if Max. Yeah, he knows what Shadow's capable of. As we see, Maximum on a purple lap here. He's already got the quickest lap. So he's trying to extend it, but Shadow's trying to make a move. He's hassling his dad here. But we've got a back marker in the form of Givenchy here, so he's got to be careful. He's got to be aware of this. Oh, so Danny C goes really close to the wall there. Let's just see if we can get that. That was incredibly close on the exit. Look at this for Danny with the dust kicking up. Wow, that was close. But they've got past the back marker. But Danny C is all over the back of Shadow. Oh, look at that! He just really does unstable the car coming through these S's. And Danny C is on a fast lap. He's 1.5 tenths up, so he's desperate to snatch that back, just for fun, just to snatch it back off Max. He'll love it. Got a challenge coming here. This is full touring car view. This is Audi versus Chevy, aka Plato versus Muller. And we all know how that ended up back in the day. But Danny's really making the most of this. But yeah, he's going to run out of road. He's not going to be able to get past because Max is blocking him there. So Danny can't. He's being held up. So I don't know whether he'll lose his he's losing time here. But they've got a right-hander coming up. Shadow is trying to go for the lead. Oh, but he's got to be careful. Danny's right over the back of Shadow now. He could lose. Yeah, he's got the slipstream. He's got Max's toe here. Max is trying to he's trying to avoid the toe to give his son the toe. This is tactics. Has he given Shadow enough to keep it? Just what racing! I tell you what, but the side by side, Danny's not giving this up with a fight. He's got the inside here. Oh, he's managed to get the move done. What a move! That could be an overtake. Let me just see if I can get that. Oh, but Danny was all over the place there. But he thought, I'm not giving this up. I'm going to have another go here. Went round the outside, which turned out to be the inside for this. Managed to get the move done. What a move from Danny C. Superbly done. Yet the fuel warning, ignore that, ladies and viewers. It's on permanently, as we see the sun now has fully risen here. So now, yeah. So these three are making a clear break for it. Drew in 5th place. So he's... Audio Mute has managed to get past Drew. We missed that. But Drew has got a lead over Butler. So Butler's strategy has sort of worked. But he's always good for sort of the oddball strategies, Butler. He'll be the first to come in onto a drying track. He'll be the first to come in onto slicks. We've got some good results here. So let's just quickly go back down. So we've got Cavanci. This is what I was on about before, ladies and gentlemen. Stay out till the bitter end, irrespective of the result, because they just enjoy the racing in the community. So we've got JP in the pits for fuel off a set of softs. So let's have a look here. We've got audio muted coming up on the back of these. So I'm just going to quickly go back to the top and just see how this battle's developing. This is the one to watch. We've got see on the timing screen there, we've got 1.5 minutes remaining of this feature race. Can Shadow? At the moment, as it stands, Shadow will win the feature. Will win the Toka series. Danny's already won the Super Series, so can we see Shadow take a second win? It's going to take one hell of a move, and I don't really want to leave this battle. It's going to take one hell of a move to get this done. Let's just go on board with Shadow as he's lining his dad up. His dad knows exactly what he's up to, but he's a wily character. He says he comes in and his sort of tagline is, "Pop's here. I'm going to show what the youngsters are making. I'm going to show the youngsters how it's done." He doesn't wind them up all the time. It's funny. Oh, as he breaks there, Shadow nearly goes in the back of his dad there. Podium for Drewbit, says Tam. He's got a lot to do. Epic battle in the lead, says Tam. Yeah, this is brilliant. So I'm going to just quickly come out of this view. This is going to be there. I've got a feeling this is going to be the yes, this is going to be the final lap. Now this is all going to be it. I'm going to focus on this battle here. Shadow's got to... Can Max spoil the party? Can he take the win? It's going to be a father and son win. If that's the case, that's another first for JCR. I tell you what, oh, Shadow, as Max goes wide there, puts his wheels on the grass. Is that going to give him dirty tyres? Shadow won't be giving up. He will not give up, but they've got this long straight here. Can he get the slipstream on his dad here? But his dad, Max is going to be defending. He knows where Shadow wants to be. So he wants to be on the right-hand side here, but Max is defending the inside line. If you're going to do it, you're going to have to go around the outside, but he's left the door slightly open there. Shadow thought about it, but he's not got many opportunities left. He's got the bridge. This is probably his last good opportunity with a slipstream involved, but you've got an awkward braking zone. at the end of it, it's downhill to the left. You've got to be careful. So we saw Danny, this is where Danny made his move, but we see a cloud of smoke there as Shadow leaves the braking late. But Max has run wide. That has lost him some speed. Can Shadow do it? He's under attack from the pair of them. Danny, Danny snatch it at the death? Danny inside. Max, Shadow is down, it's right behind Max. Don't keep it clean. This, I don't know where to look. This is nuts. They've got one corner to go. Shadow's lost a place to Danny there, unfortunately. But they've got this final corner to go. Danny's going for another go. He's going for another move here. Oh, Shadow's managed to get it back on the final corner. Keep it clean. He's going to clout the wall. But that is a 1-2. That's a win for Maximum. Second place for Shadow. A third place for Danny. Guys, thank you. What racing that was. And my voice is just about to go. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I tell you what. Whoa, that kept me on the edge of my seat. That was incredible. So, whew, I don't think I couldn't have done another lap of that, to be honest. And there's your winner, Maximum, for driving for Team Peugeot in Patrick Watts' 406 from back in the day. So let me just quickly get the replay before I do anything else. Right, let's get the results on the screen. So let's just get some messages just quickly before I read the results. Shadow is the Toka class champion. Well done, Shadow. You have taken the Toka Series title. So that's another victory. So he'll be over the moon. He's got a win. He's won the Toka class. Well done, everyone, says Tam. Jason Blythe, don't forget others crossing the line. Yeah, it run. Never a dull moment with those three, says Marty. Heard my name too many times. Flapping, says Drew. Oh, dear me. So that was Jonathan Parker. I'm presuming that is JP. That was brilliant fun. Right, let's get on to the results. So we've got Maximum taking the win here for Team Peugeot. Shadow, second place. That could have gone either way. That was absolutely incredible. So Maximum takes the fastest lap as well in that race. So we've got Danny C in third place. He'll be happy with that. That's more points in the bag. Audio muted, that's more like him. Fourth place for Team Seat. Fifth place for Drew. Skins in sixth place. Butler takes seventh. That's a good result. I don't think he'll be. I don't know about his strategy. It's a brave one to do. Ekberg, another good finish for you in eighth place. Ninth for Hado. Bongo Man in his debut comes home in 10th. Tyler in 11th. JP in 12th. Kavanchi in 13th. And unfortunately, we lost David. I'm not sure whether that was a disconnection or not. But we don't get that very often. But it's awful when it happens. But I'm just going to see if we can get hold of. Just going to see if we can get hold of a couple of the drivers. I'm sure I'm up in the comms box here, but I'm just going to leg it down and see if we can get hold of. Not sure if we get. I'm sure I saw Tyler fly past before. Let me just see if we can get. I'm not sure if we can get Tyler. I saw him before. Hopefully he'll be able to stop and give us a bit of a chat. Tyler, are you there, sir? Tyler, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Tyler, I can hear you. Good man. Yeah,
Right.
I believe you're down at your pit garage. How was that race for you?
It was good. We got to have some good battles. Got to get up there and battle with Jason. Jason Blayfield, also known as Shadow. And, that's always fun. My favorite driver IRL. So,
Yeah, exactly.
man,
Yeah.
overall decent performance. Got some good points today, and got to have some ding dong battle with Bongo. He ended up getting me on the last corner. So, and yeah, so we might have borrowed some eBay parts this weekend, but that's besides the fact. So
Yeah, those are the boxes you were carrying with you. So,
no comment on that one.
well, good to chat with you, Tyler.
Yep.
Yeah, another good race, another good weekend for you. So, Canadian Mechanics getting the car ready for next week. So,
Yep.
right, well, I'll leave you to it, Tyler, and I'll catch up with. I'll see if I can get hold of Danny C. I think I've seen him floating around somewhere.
Yep.
Okay then, Tyler.
Yep. See it.
See you. Take care. Danny C, are you there, sir? Danny, are you with us? Let's have a look.
I can hear you, Jimmy.
Yeah, Danny C, how are you, dude?
Not too bad, thank you. Been a while since I've been on the interview pad there. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Hope you're well.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to congratulate you. You've wrapped up the Super Touring Series, Danny. So you've won your category there. So that's one down.
And that's another championship bagged in the on that one. So obviously, I just knew that coming into the race meeting that it was going to be very much like going into the next one where I'm most likely going to get the job done. But obviously, it's one of them like race meetings where I just thought, you know what, it doesn't matter what happens on the outcome, just literally continue to build the consistency from where I left off, which is what I've been doing since round one. And and another thing to mention as well. Thanks for running the championship once more, Jimmy, and congratulations to Max and Shano on some wicked battles from start to finish.
Brilliant! Thank you.
Yeah, so I thought I sensed an opportunity towards the end of the
I was just going to ask you about that,
which I thought. Yeah,
I thought that could have gone. That could have gone either. That could have gone three ways, and I could see you there. You were sort of, if they started fighting properly, because we know what those pair are like. Shadow will want to win as much as his dad and Max. And then I saw you go for a move, and I thought it was an opportunistic move. But did you think better of it in the end?
I thought twice about there's two ways I had to bear in mind. One is the front right tire was completely shattered, and another thing also is the fuel. So it's just some little things where if I could have put on a set of mediums, then I would have stood a great chance for sure, or even put a bit more fuel. But the key thing really with this track is that you want to be within the slipper of the car in front of, which is where you want to be in the battle for the long run for sure. So, other than that, I've kept the 100% of finishing on the podium streak going from the start of the season. So
outstanding.
I'm just gonna just keep going and keep pushing, and good to win the Super Tours category, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, they get the job done on the main one.
Well said, Danny, and you've provided us with some great entertainment over every season. Danny's been with me every season. And if he carries on now, if he's going to take, which it all seems he's going to take the title, this will be Danny's third title. Could you believe it? Absolutely incredible. So we'll get you on the mic. I'm sure it'll happen. But congratulations again on the Supers, Danny. I know you're streaming, so
thanks a lot.
Thank you very much
Appreciate
for jumping in the chat, and you've had a great stream and great entertainment from my side. Thank you very much, Danny.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right, then. Take care, buddy. And finally, let's just see if we can get hold of a certain Mr. Shadow. I believe Shadow has basically gone straight to the bar. Maybe needs a drink after that battle with his dad. Shadow, can you hear me, dude?
Hello. Can I hear you loud and clear, mate?
Brilliant, mate. So, first port of call was to the bar, was it, Shadow?
That's always the first port call with me after a hot rice, mate. Nice beer. Or maybe some champagne.
Well, congratulations after last week. That was a bit more like the old Shadow we know.
Yes, mate.
A
it
win.
It helps when I have a fully working car. My car's been playing up the last couple of weeks, I'll put it at that.
Yeah, exactly. You've had a bit of car troubles, and so is Max out on the street now, is he? Is your dad out? You've kicked him out now for denying you the second win.
Mate, father son won too. Chuffed.
I know.
Absolutely chuffed.
How often does that happen? I said it on the. I said it in the stream. I said it earlier. It was incredible.
When he was around for, I think, season 2, when we were in the Julias, it was one of the things we always wanted to do, and we never did. So I'm glad that, I mean, we've got 2 double podiums today.
You've done it.
Nicked the second place from him in the sprint, but it's nice to get 2 double podiums. We always like racing and doing well together and pushing each other forward. So, yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's great to see. I loved it in season 2. You were both running in the Vauxhalls in season 2. But Max has only come in last week, and he's come in with a bang, hasn't he?
Oh, I expected nothing less, mate. Trust me, if anyone knows how good he is, it's me. Because everything that he's taught me is exactly where my skills come from. So you're just seeing the original product, let's say, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah, because we know that Max he's doubled in ice. I nearly said ice racing, iRacing. So yeah, well,
it's nice to have him back. Obviously, I don't like losing to anybody, but if it has to be someone, it's always going to be him. So, but yeah, after the last couple of weeks, I'm absolutely ecstatic, mate. First and a second after the last couple of weeks is a big turnaround. So
it nearly wasn't a second because Danny had a good sniff down the last couple of corners. I thought, oh, hang on, what's going on here? So
yeah, that was kind of my fault.
Yeah,
almost in that one for us both, but bit of a miscommunication on the brakes, but it happens and no harm done. We still secured what we wanted to, so
that's good.
My apologies to me, Dad, for that one. That was me.
Oh well, I'm sure it'll all be forgotten. But great to speak to you, Shadow. You go enjoy your beer after that. I'm sure you deserve it. And
Toka champion, baby.
Yes, Toka champion. That sounds good. It sounds good, doesn't it?
I'm happy with that, mate. I've finally won a championship in your series, so I'm chuffed, mate. That's good enough.
You've always wanted to do that, haven't you? So that's 2 championships.
Yeah,
We've got Daddy's won the Supers, you've won the Tokas. So all the other titles will roll over to next week. So yeah, I've got a feeling you can just relax next week, Shadow.
Right, that's all I've decided to do tonight as well, was just relax and enjoy it. And this is the fruit of the fruits of my labour, I suppose, as it were. And in all fairness, I will admit that Popper's been a big help this weekend. I'm not very good at St. Croix usually, and he's put me through my paces to get me up to speed.
It certainly showed.
So I dedicate my victory to him as well.
Oh, that's nice.
If he'd have wanted to, so I dedicate my victory to him.
Nice to hear. Right, well, you get back to your beers, and thank you ever so much for taking the time to jump in.
Anytime, mate, and thank you so much for putting on such another Fastic Championship as well. And congratulations to Danny for winning the Super Tours.
Oh, that's nice to hear. It's always great to hear the handshakes and the high fives. So, right, I will catch you after. But thank you very much again.
See you later, mate.
All right,
no problem.
Take care.
Thank you again.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Right, well, that wraps up season 5, round 8. Here it's Shadow pronounced it correctly, St. Croix. So I'll just quickly catch up with the messages. Well done, everyone, says Tam. Great viewing. Oh, great commentary as well, he says. Oh, you're too kind now. Skull Glitch says, well done, Danny C. That's Dan from One Click and Design. Thanks, everyone, for the positive messages. Really appreciate it. Have a good one, everyone. And Maximum, thank you, Shadow. Loads of hearts, kisses. It's great to see. But unfortunately, that's all I've got for tonight. That's Jimmy signing off for the final round. Final round, the final race tonight. But everybody has enjoyed. Oh, it's been brilliant racing. So I will just. That's the next race is on next Saturday, the 4th of April. So I will announce the track tomorrow. I can announce it now, actually. We're going to Spa. So we all know what happens at Spa, don't we? Yes, that's right. Bring your umbrellas. I can hear the chorus of, oh, God. Yeah, Butler will be there banging his desk now. But, yeah, expect a few showers next week. So, yeah, expect to see some eventful racing, shall I say. So, before my voice gives out on me completely, join me next week, Saturday, 4th of April, same time, 7 o'clock, live, with me, Jimmy Codger. And thank you ever so much for all the new viewers, all the chat lighting up. I can't thank you enough. Excuse me, I didn't want to burp. Dear me, this is my voice going. So, good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great week ahead, and I will catch you next week. Take care.